Welcome to Luxury Dallas, your go-to guide for the city's finest. I can't wait to give you a tour of this fabulous McLaren. But first, to get in and out of a car like this, you really need a great pair of legs. So coming up on today's show, we sit down with the staff of Skintastic to find out all about sclerotherapy. That's the elimination of those unsightly spider veins. Then we take you over to Smooth Solutions to hear about the latest laser technology and how it can help you eliminate shaving and get your skin smooth and beautiful. And it wouldn't be Luxury Dallas without a trip to Park Place Premier Dealership and an insider's look at the luxury line of vehicles they offer, including this amazing McLaren. So don't go anywhere, because this promises to be another exciting show. We start our journey for a great pair of legs by sitting down at Skintastic with Dr. Jeffrey Adelglass to find out what he recommends and why.
Not too many years ago, the only option for getting rid of those unsightly and sometimes painful veins required a hospital stay, anesthesia, and involved all the regular risks of a traditional surgical procedure. It took up to 4 weeks to fully recover, and sometimes more. But sclerotherapy does not require general anesthesia. It's done with just a topical anesthesia done right here in our offices with the help of the vein viewer. And you can return to normal activity soon after the treatment. Whether our clients come in for treatment after months of pregnancy, years of extended exposure to the sun, or a lifetime of spending long hours on their feet, the one thing they all have in common is that they continue to be thrilled with their results. There are many options for treating spider veins, but I choose to incorporate sclerotherapy into the mix of aesthetic services we offer here at Skintastic for two main reasons. It's minimally invasive, and the results are just gorgeous.
Skintastic also offers sclerotherapy. What sclerotherapy is used for is those little spider veins that women tend to get on their legs. It's a FDA-approved drug, a sclera, and it's injected directly into the veins. It causes scarring, and that scarring stops the blood flow. Once the blood flow stops, the body reabsorbs those veins and they're gone. Sclerotherapy is done in our office, in our operating suite. We have a vein viewer which allows us to actually see the hemoglobin underneath the skin. That allows us to get a really, really good treatment on veins you can't even see yet. Our vein viewer is unique to our office. I have not seen anyone else in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that has one. It is a tremendous piece of equipment that allows precision. Recovery from sclerotherapy includes wearing compression garments for a couple of weeks. There is no real downtime. You can go back to work the same day. You just have to keep your exercise down to a minimum. Sclerotherapy takes a while for you to see the results because the veins have to be reabsorbed by your body. I often tell people they look a little worse before they look better, but with a little bit of patience, you'll be looking good by the end of the summer. This is a vein view. What it allows us to do is measure hemoglobin underneath the skin. By doing this, we can see the root cause of spider veins, which is a technology that not every doctor's office has. It's exclusive to Skintastic.
We've all seen unsightly spider veins, those blue streaks that can run up legs that can cause discomfort and pain. And if you have them, you know how troublesome they can be. At Skintastic, a physician-owned and operated cosmetic surgery, laser body sculpting, and skin rejuvenation center, Dr. Jeffrey Adelglass has a great approach to eliminating these veins and making your legs more aesthetically pleasing. At Skintastic, we use a safe and effective injectable irritant that has a low risk of complications and side effects. A sclera, the only FDA-approved agent for spider veins, is used by Skintastic and Dr. Adelglass to ensure the best results. Using the new near-infrared vein viewer, Skintastic's medical team can see when they've accurately located the targeted vein. Learn more about how you can get rid of the spider veins by going to our Skintastic website. Read the material and see how we can help you. Skintastic, your beauty realized.
So, what's the next step for a great pair of legs? Well, let's head over to Smooth Solutions, North Texas's premier laser hair removal office, to find out.
Here at Smooth Solutions, we treat men and women. A favorite treatment for women is the bikini area, of course. We do a lot of faces. We treat bikini and face all day. A lot of women love to have their legs lasered. We do that so they don't have to shave anymore. It's really awesome. It's one of my favorite treatments we offer. We also do a lot of underarms for women. They really appreciate not having to shave those underarms. For the men, the treatment that we offer the most would be the back of the neck. I always recommend that every gentleman that comes in thinks about doing the back of the neck because it does save you your haircut. After a week, it usually grows out and you have to go get a new haircut. So it's a really nice treatment that the men like to do, as well as the full back, of course. Here at Smooth Solutions, we treat men and women of all different skin types. We have a lot of ladies and guys who come in who've been rejected by other laser hair removal companies because of their skin type, and we actually specialize in that. So we get great results with every skin type, and we do see people of every different skin type here at Smooth Solutions. Typically, a new client will come in for a free consultation. They'll sit down with me and we'll outline a treatment program that's right for them. We'll talk about how many treatments it takes. We talk about sun exposure, a little bit about what we can and cannot treat. There's certain hair color that we can't treat. Typically it would take, for example, for the legs, it would take about between 6 to 8 treatments to be hair free. It does take about 1.5 years, but it's worth it. It's worth the wait because you don't have to shave your legs anymore. It's awesome. We pride ourselves on treating men and women of every different skin type, even skin types who have been rejected by other companies. We're their solution. We're awesome at handling every different problematic skin type. We actually, many other companies have failed the client, and we don't do that. Our clients demand results, and we give results to the client. So that's what we do, because I've actually treated personally somewhere else before, and I didn't have the results that I had when I treated with Smooth Solutions. So that's what's great about our company. I love working at Smooth Solutions. I treated somewhere else before I worked here. I did not get results. I treated for 1 year. I treated twice here since I've worked here, and it's been night and day. And all of our clients love us for that because they've been other places as well, and they've had bad results. When they come to us, they get results. Smooth Solutions takes care of the client. At Smooth Solutions, the most popular treatment for men is back of the neck and back. And for women, it's the legs, and they love it.
If you're ready to give up shaving forever, come by Smooth Solutions, where we offer laser hair removal on the face, underarms, and the legs. And for men, there's always the option of a smooth chest or a smooth back. Visit Smooth Solutions Dallas at 5930 West Park Boulevard, Suite 100 in Plano, Texas. And let us get you started to smooth, beautiful skin. Now that we've got our legs looking fabulous, let's head back over to Park Place Premier Dealership to see what they look like getting in to some of the city's finest luxury vehicles.
In 2004, Park Place was appointed and remains the only Maserati dealership in the city of Dallas. Here at the Park Place Premier Collection, we offer 3 different models of Maserati: the Quattroporte, the Gran Turismo, and the Gran Turismo Convertible. In 2005, Maserati relaunched a historic name, the Quattroporte, which was a 4-door sports sedan, which we still carry today. In 2008, Maserati launched the 2-door sports coupe, the Gran Turismo, and in 2010, they introduced the new Gran Turismo Convertible. The Quattroporte comes with a 425 horsepower V8. The Gran Turismo comes standard with a 433 horsepower engine available in the standard Gran Turismo S, and the Gran Turismo MC comes standard with a 444 horsepower V8. The Gran Turismo Convertible also comes with a 433 horsepower V8 engine. All are 4.7 liter naturally aspirated. The first thing people notice when they walk in the Maserati showroom is the styling. The styling is absolutely second to none. All the bodies were designed by Pininfarina, who's a historic exotic luxury car designer. He's been designing exotic luxury sports cars since the 60s and has designed all of the current model Maseratis. This particular model is a Gran Turismo S. This is a brand new color for 2012 called Rosa Triunfoli. It's a new darker metallic red and really shines, really sparkles, has a lot of metallic flake that the car really picks up on outside, and it's been very, very, very well received so far this year. In this particular model, we've got what's standard in all Maseratis, Poltrona Frau leather, which is an Italian leather maker of very, very fine leather goods. We have contrast stitching in red to match the exterior of the car, leather binding around the carpets, and piano black veneer to polish off the inside of the car. This car has a very, very sporty appearance to it. This particular model, the Gran Turismo S, also has the dark shadow line trim on the exterior of the car. So not a lot of chrome, very, very aggressive, very sporty accents on the car. All the Gran Turismos come standard with an Alcantara headliner, which is this nice suede, soft material, which is generally an optional feature on some exotics and some luxury cars, and in some cases it's not available at all, but it's a very nice touch, very luxurious, very rich. This particular model comes with the Neptune wheel, which is one of the more popular wheels on the Gran Turismo model, of which they offer 3 different wheels with 3 different colors. Black, this is Grigio, which is gray, and then silver as well. This model also has the carbon fiber exterior trim package, so we've got carbon fiber here on the front. We've got blacked out grills along the bottom. This is the new Gran Turismo Convertible Sport, which was just launched in 2012 as a sportier, more dynamic version of the Gran Turismo Convertible. This one has a carbon fiber steering wheel, which is an option, carbon fiber instrument cluster panel. Just really, really high quality carbon fiber at that, as you can see just by looking at it. The paddle shifters as well, which are standard on this car, come in carbon fiber as an option. All the Maseratis come standard with an automatic 6-speed quick shift transmission with paddles, and also with a manual mode with the shifter as well. Climate control, dual climate control, is also standard on all Maserati models. The head unit includes navigation, Bluetooth, satellite radio, and a 30 gigabyte hard drive. It's very simple. You just take a CD, pop it in there. It only holds one at a time, and then from that point you can actually burn the CD into the hard drive, store it and save it in your jukebox, and it just gives you another source to go to, and you can have all your CDs, all your music data saved and in the car without actually having a CD with you at any time. And of course, in the glove box we have the iPod connector, which comes standard on all models as well. So on Maserati, from an infotainment aspect, we really don't have many options at all. Frankly, they all come fully loaded with everything that you would expect a luxury exotic automobile to have.
Each motor is hand built. You can see Tony Balt built this motor in England. Probably took him about a full day to build the motor. Over 80 years ago, the Bentley boys got together and started to build a brand of car. And they started off with racing, doing Le Mans races. They won in 1920, 1921, won a few more races after that with their different Speed 8, Speed 6 motors and so on. So that's what Bentley was all about, just about, was racing. Then they went into the luxury car brand, started building high-end cars, all hand-built, very exclusive, very, very detailed, very dependable, good cars that they really put their time into. After a while, it kind of got where the brand kind of slowed down a little bit, and it was so exclusive you really didn't sell a whole lot of the cars. So in the late 90s, another manufacturer took over Bentley, and they've actually put in the luxury and put the performance back into the car. As you can see, the Bentley Speed 8 has won Le Mans. It won it in 03, 04, and 06. And so they've gotten back into performance. They've also put it in the cars too as well. Everything's built by hand. And as you can see, it's a top brand luxury mark. All the cars are hand-stitched interiors. Everything's done by hand. It takes days and days and days and days to do the interior on these cars. All of the stitching is done by hand. Steering wheel takes upwards of 15 hours to stitch. This car takes 11 hides to do the full interior. All the veneers are book matched. They all have the same grain. They're from the same cut. With the luxury brand of Bentley, it's all performance, it's all drive, it's all luxury, but all of that, it can still be a daily driver. It's not just something you want to take to a special event. It's not just something you want to take to a special occasion. You can drive this car on a daily basis and be comfortable in the car. And it's a dependable car. Maintenance isn't but once a year, so there's not much to do to the cars. You just drive it and enjoy the car on a daily basis if you like. For over a decade, Park Place has been the exclusive Bentley dealer with Bentley Dallas. Bentley sells upwards of 6, 7 models, different variations of each. All the bright work on the car is all done by hand. It's hand-rubbed stainless steel. It's not chrome, which means everything on here is polishable, so if you even put a scratch on the car, you can actually rub it out without having to buy a new piece, because it's all done by hand. The grille design on all Bentleys actually comes from the racing days back 80 years ago, where they used to use chicken wire to cover the headlights and cover the radiator to protect them from rocks and debris and shrapnel coming from being racing around the track and stuff thrown around. So that's where they've come up with this design, is from racing days.
Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, it's all about Rolls-Royce and McLaren. Luxury Dallas will be right back.
So, where'd you have it done? Cheryl, you look fantastic.
Skintastic, girl. Skintastic over in Dallas. It was a perfect weekend. 5-star hotel, limo, just Jack and I, and no one in this town has a clue.
When it's time for a little nip tuck, let the pros at Skintastic set it all up over in Dallas. No hassle, no worry, and no one needs to know.
Fantastic. Skintastic.
Welcome back to Luxury Dallas, your go-to guide for the city's finest. We're here at Park Place Premier Dealership and just about to get an insider's look at the Rolls-Royce and McLaren offered by Park Place. But first, let's meet Heath, the general manager.
Here at the Park Place Premier Collection, one of the things that sets us apart is the fact that we offer pickup and delivery to our Rolls-Royce, Bentley, Maserati, and McLaren clientele. It is another heightened level of service that sets us apart, and we're able to do that because we do have the support of the organization from a larger standpoint. We are part of a larger organization, but we do have a smaller building. We have just our brands here on Lemon Avenue, and so we have a boutique feel. We have a very personal relationship with each of our clients, but we do have the ability to provide a service level that would come from a typically larger company. And again, that's because we are supported by the Park Place Dealership Group. The Park Place Premier Collection is located at 5300 Lemon Avenue. We're part of the Park Place dealerships, which includes Mercedes-Benz, Lexus, Volvo, Porsche, and Smart. And if you're interested in a Bentley, Rolls-Royce, Maserati, or McLaren, we consider that to be the next level, and we'd welcome you down to our location.
In the early 1900s, Charles Rolls met Henry Royce. Charles Rolls was an entrepreneur, and Henry Royce owned a car dealership, and they partnered in 1906 and have been producing automobiles ever since. This car here is the 2012 Rolls-Royce Ghost. It was originally an early history car called the Ghost, and they brought it back in 2010. We sell usually one a month here at Park Place. I think we sold just over 20 last year altogether. Mostly local clients here. We service all of the North Texas area, some in a little bit in Colorado, West Texas, but mostly just all North Texas. Local clients here in our backyard in Highland Park mostly. When people think about luxury cars, the first thing that pops into mind is the Rolls-Royce. It truly is the ultimate in luxury. The drive of this car is phenomenal. It drives like a magic carpet ride. They used to say all you hear is the clock when you're driving it. You don't hear any road noise. You don't hear any wind noise. It's just one of the smoothest, most effortless drives you'll ever find. And each car truly is original because when we order them all different. When you go to Honda, there's 100 white ones. Here, every single car is different. It's got the different wood, different leather. They're all built by hand. It usually takes about a month to build a car. If you were to order one, it'll take about 6 months. Each Rolls-Royce is one of a kind, which makes it truly the ultimate luxury vehicle. I'd like to introduce you to the 2012 Rolls-Royce Ghost EWB. The original Ghost came out in 2010. In 2012, they introduced the EWB Ghost, which is now 6 inches longer than the previous Ghost. You'll note the LED lights in the front, the adaptive headlights, the Spirit of Ecstasy, which has been on every Rolls-Royce since the early 1900s. It's a 6.6 liter V12, 563 horsepower, one of the smoothest, most effortless drives you'll ever find. One of the most notable features is the coach doors. Rolls-Royce is the only manufacturer that can still produce coach doors. Every Rolls-Royce is equipped with an umbrella. The Ghost puts it in the front. There's even a drainage system in there to drain out a wet umbrella. In the back of the car is where you find most of the items. You get an extra 6 inches in the EWB, mostly in the door and in the legroom in the rear. There's 50 different options you can actually do on a Ghost. This one's equipped with the panorama roof, adjustable seats in the back, the entertainment package in the back, picnic tables as well, lambswool rugs, floor mats. Those rugs are about $1,000. The car has heated and cooled seats front and back, picnic tables in the rear, entertainment package in this car. It literally sounds like a movie theater when you pop in a DVD. You can adjust your seat here. Some are equipped with a refrigerator or drapes on the side. There's a courtesy button there that'll shut this rear door for you if you'll just hold it down. The car's all keyless go. As soon as you enter the car, you just put your foot on the brake, press this button here, the ignition will start, and the screen will flip up here. You have a 10-inch screen here. It's all voice activated. Incredible navigation. You can get night vision. You can get adaptive cruise control, so you just set the speed you want to go, and then you can control it by the steering wheel. You don't even have to touch the pedals.
The typical McLaren purchaser is a car enthusiast at heart. Has been following cars, knew about it, before most of the general public knew about the car. Started to build the brand from here on out. McLaren's a relatively new brand in North America. Well, McLaren drivers include anything from a 25-year-old all the way up to a 75-year-old. But the common thread they all have is that they are all car enthusiasts. The MP412C has a twin turbocharged 3.8 liter V8 that makes 592 horsepower and 443 foot-pounds of torque. It's also the only car we sell out of this dealership that does not have a gas guzzler tax, getting close to 28 miles a gallon on the highway. The McLaren 12C goes 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds, 0 to 100 in 6.1 seconds, has a quarter mile of 10.9, and goes a top speed of 205 miles an hour. The McLaren 12C has some rather unique technologies that are inside the car compared to other cars in its segment. It uses a process called proactive chassis control, so the car has no roll bars, which is unique in its class. It also uses a carbon fiber monocell, so the tub that you actually sit in is carbon fiber like a Formula One race car. And another technology it uses is also called brake steer. So contrary to most sports cars, it does not have a limited slip differential, but actually fools the car into acting like it has a limited slip differential. The McLaren 12C has a standard color palette of 17 colors, but through McLaren special operations, they're able to match any color that you may like. If you'd like some different bodywork, they could make a different front, rear bumper. They've even made completely different cars built on the same chassis. The only limitations there are your imagination, the law, and your checkbook. Here in our showroom, we have some rather unique pieces. I've actually got the McLaren 12C rolling chassis. You'll see some very unique features on this. An engine that, minus the intake, is no taller than the tires. That's your 3.8 liter engine. Contrary to most, you normally have an accessory drive belt that runs your alternator and those sorts of things. Those are all mounted on the bottom of the car to keep the weight as low as possible in the car. 7-speed dual clutch transmission. Here you'll see the carbon fiber monocell. Weighs 70 kilograms and actually can be manufactured in under 4 hours, which has been the limitation for carbon fiber in the past. Part of the proactive chassis control is these knobs right here. This handling button can move it from the normal setting, which makes this ride more comfortable than a $60,000 luxury sedan, all the way to this track setting, where it rides like your favorite race car. Here we have our showroom 12C. See no door handles? Actually has an electrostatic sensor that I swipe my hand against to open the door. This one's in Elite Supernova Silver, has the full leather interior, carbon fiber interior trim, and door sill, contrast red stitching. This car also has the lightweight stealth wheels with red calipers and full carbon fiber engine bay.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Luxury Dallas, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. But until then, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to stay updated on all that is this city's finest. Luxury Dallas has been brought to you by Skintastic, your beauty realized. For information on booking a segment, contact Lamont PR. This has been a production of Media Matters, when your message needs to matter.